What up, YouTube? It's your boy, that guy named Jay, checking in the house. Wanted to make this quick video, man, because I wanted to put some information out there about my plans without going into too much detail, just to clarify some things. Now, the things that I'm going to clarify, it really doesn't make a difference because I really don't have anything to prove to nobody. So it's not an ego thing, anything like that, but it's just putting out the information of what I'm going to do, just so in case somebody else looks at this type of route, okay? So, I pretty much decided, like I've said in previous videos, that I am going to go ahead with a leasing and training, which means that I'm probably going to end up at somebody's mega carrier, okay? Mega carrier slave. However, in doing that, the goal is not to purchase the truck. Okay, I just want to be clear on that. When people do things like lease purchase, let me explain why I choose lease purchase or leasing. Okay, first of all, as it's been told to me, if you don't have a walk-away lease, that's when it gets tricky, you know. If you can find a walk-away lease, I think that's the best situation, because especially if you're not going to buy the truck. And I think where a lot of the old school owner-operators, they are so against lease purchase is because they feel like when you do a lease purchase, especially through a mega carrier, you're getting raped. You're paying way more for the truck than what the truck is worth. And a lot of times they're right. I will give them that you're right, because you'll pay let's say $100,000 over the course of 4 years, and then your balloon payment may be $50,000, or you may not have a balloon payment, but you'll pay $150,000 over the course of 4 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the way I want to do it, I want to try to find a lease that is a walkaway lease that basically I want to get a truck that's as new as possible, and I don't have plans to buy that truck. Some will say, well, why would you get in the truck if you don't plan on buying it? Because of the money that I can make, okay? Leasing, with the exception of like things like the oil field, hauling tanker, I guess some flatbed, like people keep putting in my comments. Leasing and training, as far as over the road is concerned, is the closest you're going to get to that top pay of $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 in a week, okay? And that's what I'm looking for. And it's also a mega carrier lease with someone with my capital, my credit. It's the easiest way, not so much the easiest, but it's just the most productive. It makes the most sense. Would I love to go to a dealership right now and put down $5,000, or, you know, I've even looked at some companies where they want you to put $1,500 down or $2,500 down, and it looks good. You know, I see one company out of Arkansas that somebody put me on to. They got a bunch of gliders, Freightliner gliders, look real good, look like a J Rich truck, look real good. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just don't have $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 to put down, and then on top of that, I'll put $2,500 down, and I'm gonna pool for this company. I'm gonna lease their truck and pool their freight. You feel what I'm saying? Now that I can understand how an owner-operator or a real owner-operator would say that's a ripoff. I get that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So my only thing is I'm just trying to simplify it the best way I can. Again, my credit isn't the best. I don't have any capital. So I'm going to go somewhere where I don't have to put no money down. And if I don't train, I'll probably make $1,200 to $1,500. If I do train, I can make in upwards of $2,000 to $4,000 with a trainee on the truck, as long as it's a good student. And do I know that with a trainee sometimes that my checks would be 15, 16, 17? Yes. But even that still is, that's a horrible week. So if a horrible week is 15, 16, 17, compared to what I've been doing, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. That's why I can justify why I want to lease a truck, because I don't plan on purchasing the truck. I plan on using the truck to build my capital for the next truck or the actual truck that I will buy. Whether that's through a Lone Mountain, whether that's through a Bulldog, a Premier, Arrow truck sales, whoever. That's the money I would use for that, to get a better situation for a truck that, you know, I can put either a bigger down payment and pay it off in 2 years, or, you know, get a newer truck for a lesser payment. You see what I'm saying? Instead of paying over $2,000 a month, I'm paying $1,000 to $1,500 a month. You see what I'm saying? So, but again, being in the situation I'm in, it's the same situation that I was in 2 years ago. And that's why, again, I keep getting so mad at myself, because I was in a position to set myself up to do that 2 years ago. But again, I wasn't thinking. I was irresponsible about money. I wasn't self-disciplined. And I blew my money and you know, yada, yada, yada. But knowing what I know now and learning the lessons that I've learned, I know how to, I hate to say manipulate, but I know how to manipulate a mega carrier lease to my advantage, okay? And that's all you got to do. You know, I think some people, they when you hear of a mega carrier lease, they think of, oh, well, I'm going to buy this truck. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just like you losing money, because by the time you pay the truck off, you got so much wrong with it. You know what I mean? You're going to lose all the money. Versus with me, I'm not. I'm just investing into the truck and then turning around and taking the money that I made off of it to go get a better truck, or go get a better quality investment, if you will. So that's what it is, man. That's the decision I made. That's the plan that I have for my trucking situation. And who knows, you know, if you're watching this and if you're thinking about leasing, maybe that's how you can use leasing for your advantage. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not against lease purchase. If you want to end up buying the truck, I know a couple of people who are, but the majority that I know that are doing it, they are leasing the truck. And they either have a walk away, where they can walk away after they get the money that they want to make, or the money that they want to take to go get a truck, or they do a lease completion where they still don't buy the truck, but they get the lease completion bonus, and then they take that and go get a truck. At the end of the day, when you come from where we come from, and you don't have capital, you don't have connections and things to that effect, leasing is the best way to go from 0 to 100. It is. I mean, there's nothing, you know, you got the guys out here that'll tell you you need to be at a company for 5, 10 years and to do this, to do this. That's the old way. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. That is the older way before leasing was available. You know what I'm saying? Leasing can work if you use it correctly. If you don't know what you're doing with leasing, yes, you will lose a lot of money. But if you do it right, if you have a plan and you stick by that plan, I've seen firsthand where multiple people have come out on the other end of it better than they did when they went in. I know people who have gone on to create fleets, obviously D-Rods. I know people who have gone on to go to dealerships and get an opportunity where they can get a truck for less payments on a monthly basis, and they can be home more and still make the same money, and they don't have to train. But until we can get to that point, this is the best situation for now. So that's why my head is at. Again, all this information was available to me 2 years ago, but I just didn't take advantage of it. I didn't understand it. I didn't listen. Now I'm listening. I'm all ears, and I'm ready to make up for past mistakes and use this leasing opportunity, whatever one I decide to take, to my advantage, you know. So, but as always, man, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, trucking, I'm gone.